What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is MotionAutoTv, and I'm Trevor. I'm the host with the most freaking project cars out of, I don't know, probably, we have to do a little suggestion. So in the comments, do you think I have the most project cars out of the car YouTubers? Or who has the most project cars on YouTube? Finished, unfinished? Actually, Adam probably has the most finished ones, but other than that, I probably have the most unfinished ones and things laying around. But I'd like to hear your opinion. Getting on that though, I've had a lot of cars sitting around for a long time, and you know, kind of one of the things I talked about recently is actually getting rid of them. And so in one of the last videos where I talked about buying a bunch of stuff, when I talked about the $400 Mercedes that I shouldn't have bought, but I mean, who wouldn't buy a $400 Mercedes? We talked about this 95 240. So I purchased this car about 3 years ago, or actually I traded some stuff for this car about 3 years ago when we did the S14 giveaway with the SR20 in it. Or no, we pulled the SR20 out of it and we installed a 2GZ. It was already painted, already had a nice body kit, all kinds of stuff like that. And I basically traded some stuff last minute just to get some last minute interior pieces, stuff for the HVAC and a few things underneath the dash. Turns out that we actually didn't really need to buy a whole car. When we got the car, it came with a big old box of parts. I had some spare parts from my S14, and when we were actually cleaning the attic thing up there, I found a ton of the parts. So today's video is basically we're going to be pulling this thing in, kind of talking about it and showing some pieces. We'll probably get a couple things done. But yeah, so it was actually built a long time ago. It had a body kit. It was obviously molded in right here. You could see where they kind of scratched this stuff off. Did a little bit of filler right there, and actually had the body kit molded in. So inside it has a fairly new carpet kit in it. Has some seats that have been recovered and some purple stuff, some other purple interior pieces. It has a pretty decently cracked dash, which is one of the biggest downfalls. But I actually do have another dash for it that we could go ahead and put in. Or it might actually be, or we might be able to flock that dash or something. So I don't know. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys underneath the hood. So decent engine bay. They actually kind of painted it, but they didn't do a great job. They just kind of sprayed it on and didn't really prep it. So it actually has the bay was painted kind of purple. I think they used it as kind of a show car. I guess it had some Volks, like some 3-piece wheels on it. But the thing about it is it was actually still automatic. So automatic, I think when I got it, it had the auto tranny still in it, and so we actually just yanked that out and got rid of it. So I have a clutch pedal over there and some other stuff, and again, we took a couple of the little pieces out from back underneath the dash, which I found. You can see in the door jamb, they actually did paint the door jamb too, and then actually in the trunk they actually painted under the trunk too. So here's some more of that interior stuff that I have. So yeah, so this thing has basically been outside for like 3.5 years or so. So I'm gonna go ahead and pressure wash the engine bay, pressure wash the car, pull it in, kind of go over some parts, start doing some stuff to it. boys, so we got the S14 pulled in here, and in front of you right here, this is kind of my body kit wide body selection. So this is, I got these side skirts in this rear bumper and this front bumper together, but this is a Deuce style Zinky kit that has like kooky corner lights, which is the 97 to 98 ones, which are a lot more aggressive, which the front of the S14 is kind of bubbly, kind of has really bubbly round, you know, corners and everything. And so the plan is to keep this thing Zinky. So I went ahead and ordered this front bumper right here, and that actually just showed up yesterday. So this is the same style front bumper that my buddy Derek has on his white S14 that I've helped him with some 1J stuff. I'll probably like throw a little picture or something here up on the screen. So that's kind of the inspiration for this build. I've always liked his Zinky, and so yeah, we got some 55 mil front fenders, 55 mil over rear fenders, and then, you know, obviously side skirts and stuff. So yeah, this thing has a carbon fiber hood. I'm not sure if we're gonna save it. Pretty much all of the clear coat came off of it when I was pressure washing it. But if I do save it, I don't think it's gonna look good just like re-clearing it without actually, you know, really fixing some of this stuff. So I think what's gonna have to happen is it's just gonna get painted whatever color we decide to paint the car. So I still haven't decided yet. We've thought about purple, but to me, the car's kind of already been purple, so it wouldn't be too exciting to actually change it. So yeah, the other thing is kind of the vision for this thing is some really nice 3-piece wheels with some like 4.5 to 6 inch lips, probably like 4 inch, 5 inch, no, probably like 4 inch lips on the front, some 5, maybe 6 inch lips on the rear. Have some really nice, you know, like some old school like Works or something like that with some new lips. So currently looking for some wheels. If you guys know anybody, let me know if you guys have a build or something that you spec'd out and they don't work for you. That's basically what Derek has on his thing now. He has some really big ones. I'll put a picture of the current ones that he has on there. Looks really sick, and again, that's kind of the inspiration for that, you know, this whole build. So here is the SR that is going to be going in it. Going to clean up the wiring, clean up the valve cover and everything. And that is actually out of our giveaway car that we did in 2017. We pulled that SR out, made about 400 horsepower on E85. AEM version 2, Garrett GTX 2867 turbo. And made 400 wheel at like 18 pounds of boost on E85. Has some nice injectors and stuff in it. And so yeah, basically the plan is to just go ahead and plop that in here, throw this body kit and everything on, obviously clean it up. It's gonna take a little bit longer than that, but basically get it running, driving with a sick body kit and some wheels, kind of complete a build, and you know, maybe cruise it for a little while, and then maybe try to sell it, something like that. But again, I don't know, I'm kind of scatterbrained when it comes to projects. I see something new, you know, I'm like a little squirrel, and you know, I'm working on this thing, and then something else pops up and I jump over there real quick. So we're gonna try to focus on this thing, get this thing done. At the same time, while still working on the C10 and the Civic, because those are kind of the main projects that are going on right now. But yeah, let's start kind of playing with, I just wanna mock this stuff up on it real quick, not do like a full like install on it, but kind of get started with it and kind of get a little bit of a vision. All right, so this is just a really quick mock-up of kind of how this little wide body thing is going to fit on here. So I kind of like this rear bumper. I like how it kind of sits down in this little section right here. Kind of has where the over fender and that kind of sits right there. But since I actually don't think these fenders are reps, these I'm pretty sure are reps. And when you get two kits, this thing was probably 10 years ago maybe that this was made, and this was made probably within this last year. And I don't think they were ever meant to like go together. So normally if you get like an Origin kit, like you get the Origin overs and you get the real Origin stuff for the sides, you know, all that stuff kind of matches. Like on my S14 and on the last giveaway S14, it you know, it had matching like Origin basically everything, so everything just fit really good. Or actually no, the overs on that one were charge speed. Yeah. They were charge speed ones, and these ones are like an Origin.
These are Origin bumpers, I think.
Yeah. So anyhow, again, I was trying to get like a real kit, real overs and all that stuff, and just with the time constraints, and especially with the whole Corona stuff going on, just getting stuff shipped over, and it was kind of a big maybe of whether we were going to get it. There's supposed to be a container landing, I think towards the middle or late piece of May. That should have a lot of Origin stuff in it. But again, I was just trying to kind of get what I could get at the time, and so we're kind of dealing with that now. So again, so when you use rep parts, especially fiberglass stuff, you're going to have to do a lot of body work and fiberglass and just fixing stuff. These skirts are actually really straight. These overs have a couple little things I don't like about them. Since they are kind of cast and then set down flat, you can see these edges basically just kind of need to push these down. And then right here you can actually see how this actually sits above that. And it just kind of has a weird little jagged cut. So all this stuff right here, basically this whole piece should be resting up against the car. So cutting it down isn't really a big deal. Basically you just kind of have to cut it where you want. So I'm kind of debating right now whether I'm actually going to mold these fenders in, or if we're just going to rivet them on, and you know, maybe use like some double-sided tape on the back side of them and just kind of rivet them going up this thing and down the sides. If I do mold them in, I feel like I could make this car look super clean. But if somebody ever hits you, or you know, you hit a wall, or you do something like that, or you do, you know, if I do sell this thing and it decides to become a drift car, if somebody hits that, then you're gonna have to obviously do a lot more work to kind of repair it versus popping it over off and putting another one back on. But again, it's kind of something I'm deciding. But yeah, so we went ahead and cut out this lip right here just because it was touching the factory fender for now, but we are planning on cutting that out. So, you know, with the size of wheels that we're planning on running on this, they're pretty much be flush, and they're gonna actually go up kind of tucked up in here a little bit if we have this thing kind of sitting down at the ride height that's in my head. The other thing, oh yeah, this is what I was trying to explain right here. This one has this lip right there, and this kit doesn't go down in it at all. So we could either kind of just kind of come around and make this really shallow right there, kind of draw a little line right there, and have it go up against it.
Here, that's not bad. It fits nice.
Yeah, that doesn't look bad right there.
So we can get this to sit.
Or if we want it to kind of sit like that does in the back, we could basically cut off this little lip right here. That's like a 1/4 inch lip. So yeah, doing body kits and stuff, it's definitely a lot of work. And you know, drift car spec, I mean, you could rivet these things on, throw some rattle can on it, and have yourself a decent looking drift car. You know, like a 50 footer, you know, 50-50 looks good at 50 miles an hour from 50 miles away, or 50 miles an hour from 50 feet away. But we're trying to make this thing look really nice. So again, I'm not sure exactly what color, but I really do like that bumper. I like that bumper a lot more than the other one. That other one was just kind of looked a little funny on there. So yeah, I think it's those overs are, those are some big fenders. Like, we almost should have left the other side stock. But yeah, 55 mil. I mean, that's a decent chunk of kind of wide body stuff. So same thing with the rear. I think it's 2 inches, because an inch is basically 25 mil. So basically a little over 2 inches. But yeah, I mean, little bit of the vision is there. So I yeah, definitely just fitting a lot more of this stuff. So I think that's probably gonna be where I call it on this video, guys. What I want to do is in the next video is actually go over a little bit more of the kit and how I actually, you know, figure out where I'm putting the lines, cut it up, make it look a lot better, and then also do this side as well. So yeah, that should be the next video. We'll get basically the kit all fitted on it, get everything mocked up, and then from there, then we'll start body work on the kit as well as the car. So what do you think, Ty? You excited to see a 240?
I think, like, I mean, it already is looking better, you know?
Oh yeah, I think it looks sick with just like new parts on it, like a new fender and new this, and you know, the new bumpers and the corner lights. And Ty went and looked at the corner lights from Creative today that Nick was doing. So.
Yeah, they're looking good. I think they're gonna come out nice, especially seeing those clears on there now.
Yeah, well, and I have the clear ones for the front bumper for the center too.
Oh, nice.
So again, I kind of wanted, I was debating on painting this thing white. We talked about midnight purple. We've talked about painting it, you know, the kind of the similar color that it was, kind of that purple stuff. We've talked about black, gunmetal, pretty much all of the colors. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. What color what you think this is going to be. It's not going to be a drift car. The plan is to finish, you know, basically in the interior, get it all nice, get the engine all nice, and basically go back to streetcar spec. So I'm trying to get kind of back in the thing of thing. All right, guys. So basically, what I was trying to say is I'm just trying to get back in the swing of things around here. I felt been a little bit kind of getting in my own head, second guessing myself. You know, the projects, the ideas, the stupid BMW, the 2-car, you know, just all the things that I've been buying, like the stupid RSX. You know, just things like that. And I felt like I'd just been kind of like trying to chase things, you know, or like find an easier way, you know, that type of stuff. And one of the things I've kind of realized and kind of been, you know, talking to Ty about, you know, this last 20, 30 minutes is just, you know, what were we talking about?
Oh, I mean, you just got to put the work in and do what you know. Like, there's no shortcut.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, there's no shortcut.
Yeah, so it's basically been, you know, trying to like not take shortcuts, but like, you know, try to find an easier way, you know, whether it's money or views or whatever, you know, chasing things or try this or try that. And so I just kind of wanted to ask you guys, like, you know, what brought you here? Like, why did you subscribe to the channel? You know, was it because of the Supra? Was it because of the R8? Was it because of the Civic? Was it because of the 240? The engine swaps? Is it because of the cars? Is it because of me? Is it because of the completed stuff, or are you guys here for, like, you know, kind of the nitty gritty, like 20 primer videos, like showing you guys how to work on stuff in your own garage, you know? So, yeah, I think I'm just trying to get out of my own head, try to get, you know, bust out some projects and just kind of back to basics, you know, just kind of, you know, bust it out, freaking, you know, put in the work, put in the blood and the sweat and the, you know, hopefully no tears, but yeah, just try to get some projects out of here, try to get some stuff completed, try not to buy too much random stuff. I felt like I've been doing pretty good about selling some of the, you know, the stuff laying around the shop lately. Ty shipped out a quarantine shirts.
Every single one.
Every single one of those got shipped out. So appreciate all you guys for purchasing those. Those were on a pre-order, so they are not available anymore. We only had one left, and that was for me. I think you got one too, right?
I think I got you and I each one,
yeah.
But that's it.
So we have them, but yeah, limited time only. But appreciate all you guys for watching and you know, sticking with me through all these you know, these silly projects and I guess randomness. So see you guys later.